Hello, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Welcome to Balthazar's Strategic Arcana. So it's my continuing multiplayer match playing the Icarus Mod for Strategic Command World War One. Let's go. Playing MdSmall, the developer, mod developer. He's playing Essential Powers. I'm playing Entente. It's episode 8, January 2nd, 1915. Happy New Year. Using Kirk 23's NATO counters. They work pretty well. I like them. Has ship silhouettes. All right. Well, we broke through to the Hungarian plane. I don't know how far we can penetrate. This is designed to scare him. There's his mine. I knew he was coming. Broad destroyer. All right. Yeah, this guy's exposed. Another one. 10 minutes. Those I think just got railed in. Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, this is unfortunate, man. I should have never tried to defend balloons, but I did. I did kill a bunch of Germans. But we lost. Alright, here they come. Now, I'm going to have to get something. Because Ottomans are in. I'm going to have to get something else over in Kuwait. I'm going to have to figure out how to buy an Indian corps. A lot going on. Yeah, we both suffer here. We're going to take attrition. That's a mod. That's a mod thing. Also in the Caucasus, Ottomans every winter. Also, there's summer damage that can be taken by European troops. Another reason I might want to buy Indian troops. To the foreign side. Our main interest in Persia ensure the Anglo-Persian oil companies continue exports of oil for the Royal Navy from its concessions in the south of the country. Now that we secured the port of Basra, the company will be able to export its oil to us as long as Persia remains aligned with our cause. Should the Ottomans succeed in swinging the sympathies of the Qajar government in Tehran against us, it would disrupt the company's ability to operate. Note that German agents are also at large in this region, and they may attempt to sabotage the company's oil wells. There is no economic benefit to us by occupying the rest of the country. However, the Ottomans may attempt to do so in order to tax Persian towns and plunder the Persian treasury we captured in Tehran. Qajar regime in Tehran is weakened and stable. It's protected by a Persian Cossack guard whose loyalties may be closer to Russia than Persia. There's also a Swedish-trained Persian gendarmerie which is sympathetic to the Essential Powers. It is dispersed in separate detachments based in Hamadan, Karamabad, Kazvin, and Qum. The Russian allies have their own interests in maintaining their sphere of influence over Persian Azerbaijan. Depending on the progress there, they may be able to join forces with us from the north, should we decide to advance on Baghdad. Alright. Now that the Ottoman Empire has joined the Essential Powers, our position Egypt could come under threat. It is. The best way to strengthen our position would be to send General Sir Ian Hamilton to command in Egypt. Provide General Hamilton with a logistical support necessary for him to set up a headquarters unit in Cairo. Costs us 150 MPP at 50 MPPs for 3 turns. Yes. There's the old devil. Michael, did you find that picture? Because I didn't remember that in vanilla. You have to answer. He's been adding an awful lot of content. Here, we have received an interesting proposal in secret from Austria-Hungary indicating that they and other Central Powers would not be opposed if we were to annex Albania, provided that we continue to remain neutral in the war against it. In our view, accepting this Austro-Hungarian proposal would go a long way towards current satisfying national sentiments, They're demanding the transfer of territory from Austria-Hungary as the price for us not mobilizing against them. We do not envision any of our diplomatic repercussions if we make this move now. Well, the most of Europe is out the war. If you say yes to this overture, we could annex Albania immediately. Now, this is a real hard one, because if I do, let's read this. If you say yes to the proposal, Italian mobilizations towards Entente will rise gradually over the course of 1915. In Italy, will only likely join the Entente by the end of the year. In the meantime, Italy can still swing towards Entente in response to Russian or Serbian successes on the battlefield. Well, it ain't going to be the Serbian. Or in response to Entente diplomacy. During this interlude, Italy can continue to build up his armed forces, invest in technology and preparation for future combat. There's no cost saying yes, and Italy gain a modest income each turn from the resources in Albania. If you say no, Albania remain neutral in response to nationalist pressures. Italy moved rapidly over the next 4 months to full mobilization of the Entente. Let's view the map. Now, we can get in a war by May. Well, it's kind of random. The way the calendar works here, next turn is February 27th, and it jumps to April 10th and then May 8th. And with, yeah, he's blocked this effectively with cavalry. I knew that would happen, so we're going to have to back off. Got to try it. We held this. Yeah. Means he's moved off of here. Well, he moved into position. We would get Albania, but it would be a full year before we'd be in the war. It'd give us plenty of time. But honestly, I think Italy needs to jump in now. Look at here. He's pulled stuff. Oh, this is tough. He had to pull the cavalry from here. He railed it. He's going to pivot on me here in the east. Yeah, look good. He's brought in pretty good, more forces, or he's bottom. Yeah, we can get in. Well, I wasn't thinking anyway. It was just a diversion. Yeah, he brought Germans in here. Here. You don't want to lose Sandbar. So what do we do as Italy? I really need to put it. It'll relieve the pressure on the Austrians. I actually need Italian naval forces. I actually might need Italians. So I'm going to have to get something over here quick. Might be moving already. Got to get back in Kuwait. I did not anticipate this. I diverted troops. I am going to get some in Mudros. This I can ship. We'll have a Sanusi revolt a lot earlier. I have some insufficient forces here if they cross the border. Man. I'm going to agree. I might regret that because I do need ships, but probably shouldn't have did that. Okay, thousands of it's too late now. Thousands of first, second generation Serbs that emigrated to the United States of America or returned to Europe to join. Detachment. Yes. This is interesting. Commander-in-Chief Grand Duke Nicholas. Now that we are at war with the Ottoman Empire, our sphere of influence in Persian Azerbaijan will be tested. If we do not maintain our own forces, it is unlikely that the Persian government will defend this region against Ottoman incursions. Would you like to defend our southern border, establishing a Russian military presence in Persia? If you say yes, Persia will transfer Persian Azerbaijan to our control. A Persian detachment at full strength will pour immediately to Briz. There are also good prospects that volunteers from the local Armenian population will seek to join our force. Confirming our control of this territory and forming this unit will cost 50 MBPs. I will go yes. Here's the Nautilus. No, I'm going to have to do ASW. You here. Put Hague here. Might be going to the Med. I do got that. Let's go to Serbia. Just in time. Still strong. Cut off. Oh. Let's hold off on that. I don't have anywhere to retreat. So, yeah, this is all open. Let's do the Eastern Front first. Seem real near. Alright. This is gonna break. Let's go look at our supply. Yeah, this is shoddy. Oh shit, we lost these guys. Maybe I shouldn't have did this. Maybe I should have. It's gonna be tough. We can do this. Okay. Gotta open this up. So this was a scam. Well, we got the reaction. I'm probably lose these guys. Maybe not. This Brusilov. No, that's Kornilov. That's Brusilov's a 6 also. I can widen this. I could attach them to. Got to take this first before we move them. Certainly did. We're going to lose a bunch of units here. Damn it. Widen this. Actually blocked that. Now I've got to get stuff. How much money do I got? 161. I'm gonna need a couple units. Here. Which I don't have. Need to cover that. People to cover. Ew. Yeah, here's the nut. Moved them all. Yes, I have. That's the next weak point. Hardcore. Yeah, we made our bed here. It will give us time. Let's do that times 135. Let's do research, and we'll. So they start really far behind. So we can get this going. But there's a catch-up bonus. But yeah, we could get clobbered. We'll be in better shape, but that's going to be more pressure, less pressure on the Austrians. All right. But I won't have to worry about this, but I won't have the Italian Navy early. One thing we got to do immediately, there could be subs out here. See how far we can go. Have to spot. We're not going to have the money for these guys, so let's go with that. Yeah, I've got to send forces to Egypt. I don't have enough. Because I sent Kuwait. We got an Egyptian here. We can't let him hit this. Attachments. You're not ready, but you gotta go. Yeah. Something. How far can we go? Can't fight against subs, but whoop. Packaging. Gonna spend money on them anyway. All right. They are coming, I'll guarantee you. The game is afoot. Try to interfere with troops coming in. That's what that's about. Yeah, you sucker. That's why I needed you. I knew he was going to do this. Sub. Good one, Mike. Well, I did predict it. It's going to hurt us. Yeah, that's going to get bad. Go back to Serbia. I don't think I can buy anything. Can't dig. But I could reinforce. 26. Got no research going. Now this. Now, they can hurt you, Turks. You got to guard. Let's see. I ain't worried about a landing. The Senussi are out of the picture. I ain't worried about this, but I better stay in Gibraltar. Got enough destroyers everywhere to cover all these sub business. Block this. It's not here, but it's something trapped there. It's got a gun. Where's the gun? It's right here. All right. Yeah, there could be a decision to do that Gallipoli thing, but I just don't see how it's doable. No. We did get to see what we got to see. No Italian fleet's going to hurt, and he's going to know it. He's going to take advantage of that. Supply here is going to suck. We can't have him breaking the canal. I don't think. So this is interesting. We take Al-Arish, create a water station here, and then you can gain supply. There's no supply there. It's getting it out of Gaza. But we got to have a unit here. But actually, I need 3 now. I got 137, so I cannot buy an Indian unit or a corps. But let me go look on the Western Front because it's critical. See, the thing is he went France first, so that's exactly what's going to be going on. Because this is what this is what I'm thinking. I could go to India and buy a. I thought there was a division that had detachment. I get March 3rd. That's 3 turns. 2 cores though, 225. Really can't afford that. I thought that they had a division. Well, anyway, advance the Indian troops. And here's the other one. But you can't pull off the line now. But I chose it, but we had to. We had a big hole here. We didn't have a choice. Is because in the summer months, European units wither. Ottoman units get a kind of similar affected. That's everywhere but Anatolia. But not as bad. But like Indian units, no, nothing. I actually, yeah. And I'd get it in 3 turns and I could sail it. I got to do it. And it's a detachment, but it's 75. I've got to do it. Because it won't be till get that next turn. It won't be till 1916 I can get a big army in here. And he's probably going to. We're going to try to seize this. We already got. Yeah. First, you can't. I don't see the convoy line yet. I think it's going to form. Yeah, we got. She got a decision. So anyway, we'll have 3 units here so we can hold. We'll get a Marine and Mudros. I don't want them getting this island. That's real bad. So we're gonna have to find limited assets. So yeah, this was necessary, even though I would have rather had it in Egypt or Kuwait, Basra. Now I got 96 left. This is Canadian. It's labeled. Oh, it says right down there, Canadian Anzac. Yeah, I was reading Mike's 84-page manual. I've read it before. He's added stuff, and then but I got it on PDF. I read it. It's my night reading. Probably listen to a podcast sometimes, and I'll put it. I'll shut that off and start reading more. Anyway, that's the Canadian unit that I took early instead of having it fully formed because we need it. It's going to cost more money just for diggings and anything. All right. Well, one thing we got to do. We got to read. Let's see who's in command. That's a mistake. Kick the class and all. Yeah, let's take you off. And this is okay. We got it covered by plumber. It's good. You're actually a 7. Yeah, we can keep him. Let's do this. So we're going to need to be able to counterattack. Oh, there's another one. Covered? Not covered. Yeah, you are. Let's play this up. Now here, this is important because I'm going to have to be able to counterattack. And here, I need more units. Gosh. Oh, boy. Ooh, he got a hit. Oh, he's emptied it. So it worked. Kind of. Not here. That's where he's going to go. He certainly is. This really wears them out. Next turn is the 20th, so I get 2 cores. But I don't got enough money to buy one. We're way behind. Next turn is February 26th. I almost have to send this down to Med. Oh no. He did pivot. Don't know how much here. That's a saying we could be lost. I'm just going to start slowly moving him. You'll see this also blocks line of sight covered by air. See, I'm digging here. Won't know what unless he flies. Yeah, I'm going to just reinforce fully. That's 18. That's spooky. Oh, I got dig. Attention to detail, boys. This I don't need here. It blocks them anyway. Here. This blocks it. Gosh, damn. Can't take them off the continent. Well, off of here. Europe. I could maintain this. It does block, though. I'll do that anyway. Once this will hold up. Try it. Can you spot it? I forgot. I do so many. Yeah, 0. Alright. So I'm going to get 2 cores, but this is going to be the next battle. I spent all my money. Let's see if I can improve. It's pretty good supply. It's not as much. Yeah, I swapped, got all the best generals I could. Let's bring it here because I actually need my extensions. Oh, yeah. That might be something else he's going to try to hit, so I got to be able to try to take it back, but we don't got the units. Alright. 18. Look at this. It's denuded. That was slim. Got it all covered, but I think he knows not. So yeah. Well, I prophesized this. It's a good combo. I might actually lose this, and I gotta get back in port, but I'll retreat in the port. Usually that's how it works. And he gets to lay another mine. Oh, why did I do that? I needed to... Shit. I should have known. Well, there's going to be retribution. I'm going to have to send something else heavier. Not yet. That was a mistake. Bulgaria's holding at 68. Yeah, this is going to go slow. Let's go look at our research. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to pull these guys back. Again, I am dug in. I'm going to have to do one step, but I got to widen it here if I'm allowed to. I could have did that if I put moving a unit here, but of course the weather could change. Thing is he gets to move first. Actually, I'm going to stay. Oh, I forgot to reinforce this. Son of a bitch. Oh no. It's not all is lost. Yeah, don't forget stuff like that, Mike. This is key too. Spotting, if nothing else, but he's got trench lines. Yeah. He thought he was getting hit. I can't dig there. Chicken forgot. Yeah, because it already has. Yeah, that was unnecessary. Could have kept us full. Got spares, just in case. Well, it'll be interesting to see if he's just gonna. He just railed these in. They're not dug in. Or if he's gonna try to engage me. He's got these so he can hit me in the flank. Again, maximum trench 2. This is a hill, so it's 2. I'm telling you, it's hard to get in the sandbar. This is a 2 of 3. That's mountains too, but this is the next pivot point. Unless the Germans come up with something different. So yeah, things are kind of desperate. I will try to rebuild here, and again, yeah, I can't move. I got all the aircraft here, but we've made a discovery here. So he's going to relent there. Let me go look at our research, see how far we progressed. This is going to be so, well, we can look at the Russians. We're here. Yeah, I put 2 chits in this. Just to keep them going. We don't know where the Germans are. We'll look. Artillery weapons, though, we got big boost here, but we need to buy artillery. I'm not selling this. Good. Losses now. That's the Austro-Hungarians. I'm just looking at the infantry divisions. Though these corps are important, these cavalry corps. It's 12. The 12. But he's got extra bonuses here. These attachments, fills holes. What is this? German? Well, that's a naval mine. It's a transport now. He lost a mine, but I should not have ran through that. See how bad the hit's going to be. You know what I'm going to need is ASW pretty quick. I'm probably going to have to double chit it again. Money's tight. So I don't think there's a blow on a Malice at minus 75 is reading his manual and vanilla at National Morale. Let's go back to it. So in vanilla games, if you get country gets below 75% of the national morale, you have a Malice. Now we wanted to slow that stuff down, so I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. I couldn't find, from what I saw in them, it has to be there's a line at 40% and then 20%, and then there's other additional things. That's money being produced. We've gone up. We're at 93 for the UK. That's always good to know. The Serbs 77. That's not bad in their state. The Russians, that's not too bad, but that could rapidly change. Germany, yeah, 103. They've gone up. And Johnny Turk immediately gets a hit. We'll go take a look at what our work. So yeah, stick it right in my nose, will ya? Right in my face. Other things you got in the store. You just want to harass us. He saw a transport sale. And we got a cavalry unit. Indian cavalry will be here. So if I get enough troops, I will probably pull this off the line eventually. Put it in the Summerlands. Well, where the sun's anvil is. Well, it's stabilized for the moment. Spring's only a few turns away. The winter turns are short. They always never quite like that either, but they want a fast-paced game. That's just overall. This gives me time for Italy. Since we've done this thing, no, I think we'll just stay here. You know, it's a colony, so I could actually transport stuff over here and get stuff ready for the Salonika front. So, double blade. So, no Italian Navy early, which has a significant Navy. No pressure on the Austrians. He knew we were going to go to war. He was going to have to populate this. It's going to give him time. So, okay, I'm repeating myself. I think that's it. Since I always think I'm forgetting something. The United States can't do any research for the United States. We just don't have it. We've got this going on logistics. Yeah, this is probably important. I could have sold the chits. Got 40 out of it. I usually like selling chits. The house rule is not supposed to sell a chit in the first turn. I think I accidentally broke house rule of the bomber for the Russians. Well, that is it. What do we want to look at? Yeah, this is prone. We can't contest this. We're gonna get a seaplane carrier, which I usually keep here, but again have to figure out how to get a sub down there. That means buying one. Let me go look at the purchases here. I just want to look at some things here. Yeah, one nice thing about if you want to buy destroyers, they're 175 in Canada, is you don't have to sail them across the guard. We're going to have problems with these damn mines. I'm going to have to clear them out. I anticipated too, but I didn't react. Probably one of these, full strength, full price. We got one of these down. The French, we still have, that's way too many. He's probably bought his back, but I don't know how he's been doing that. Let me go look at reports again. Let's go look at Germany. Yeah, only once I cross the line, his line here, what he's pulling in. Look at his research though here. Here's the Austrians. Again, he's managed. It's only 60,000. Austrians can, I think their entrenchments are also can't go up into the heavy concrete. It's just a German and Western Entente, like the Russians can't. Yeah, look at it's. This is the difference because of our losses. 300. He did rail stuff, though. That sounds like heavy artillery to me. Let's see. Let's go to the British. Well, they're not available yet. These are nothing to sniff at either. He did rail. I think he's under the same constraints. Oh, I'm making this long, but I've got to think about this. Got to do this too. I can only do 2, but see, if you got something going, you got a chance on a breakthrough. See, that's the other little secret. I need naval warfare. Fighter development eventually. How about subs? Reduce the price on this. Probably this. I can't do it. Anti-submarine warfare, at least 1 chit. We'll have to figure it out. Well, we can look at this. January 2nd, 1915. Oh, here we go. First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, has proposed an audacious plan to capture Constantinople and open the Bosphorus to our Russian ally. The first step in the plan is to arrange Greece to give us the use of a naval base on the island of Lemnos. There we can launch an amphibious assault against the Aegean coast of Turkey, open up the Dardanelles, and gain access to the Sea of Marmara for our navy. Once these objectives have been achieved, we should be able to besiege Constantinople successfully. The plan for this campaign could become immediately. It costs 50 MPPs for 2 turns. Now, this isn't his actual Gallipoli thing, I don't think. If you say yes, oh, it is. He's mixed this in, but if you say no, I can just get the real. I'm going to read this. If you say yes, a unit of the Royal Navy Marines will deploy at Lemnos immediately. The French government will be asked to send a unit of French Marines to Lemnos to assist in the campaign. If the 1st Anzac Corps or another UK unit has arrived in Alexandria, it will be redeployed automatically to Lemnos to assist in this campaign. I've already moved it. All these units will be ready to move into amphibious transport as soon as they arrive in Lemnos, within the time limits, the limits per turn of the amphibious transport capacity. Cost of amphibious transporting these units is over and above the cost of the decision event. If you say no, you'll be given the option to send only the Royal Marines to occupy Lemnos. However, the French Marine Division will not be formed this time. Now, it's got sequences because Lemnos is only a 1 hex island. So what happens is each time you can load stuff on transports or AVs, amphibious vessels. And then what you need is a fleet around it, or the Turks are going to tear them up. But it takes like 3 turns, and then you got them all on amphibs. If you say yes, but you not wish to have that 1st Anzac Corps or another unit redeployed to Lemnos, be sure that there's no UK unit on Alexandria at the end of January 2nd or the turn of this DEC if it fires after. This loop from Alexandria to Lemnos will only operate for 1 turn after saying yes to the decision event. Well, let's view the map. It's one way of... Okay, and there's another mouse. I asked them about this. So what if somebody chose this to get the units, but they decide to go and land somewhere else, or just use them, or take them somewhere else? And I said, what about Gallipoli? He says, well, after 6 months, Turkey, if you've made this decision, it's national, and you don't take Gallipoli, its national morale is going to go way high. Which it did, which when you think about it, historically, when they left, that did give the Turks a huge boost. I got to turn to get something back in Alexandria. A telescope. It will come here. There'll be a unit here. You got to start placing units. You got to start when you put one on an AV or transport, whatever. Probably an AV. It comes out at sea. Then another one pops up. You got to do it 3 turns worth. Meanwhile, you got to cover it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I can envision landing on trying to take Smyrna or something. But then you get AV hits too. But look how he's got Doug here. Yeah, I think you'd want to do that in conjunction with other stuff. I just don't think I can do it. I'm not going to do it because I've already pulled off. Also, I'd need assistance of the Italian fleet. Now, honestly, you'd want the Italian fleet pretty soon, within a couple turns, which I decided to annex Albania. So, no. Okay, while the Prime Minister has declined to support our plans for a major amphibious push towards Constantinople, we can still make arrangements to give Greece. Let's use the island. Yeah, I absolutely need this island for the guard Salonika, because we're going to be able to get that by decisions if we want to form a Salonika, which I help with the concept with Michael that designed it and make it work. $50 MPPs for 2 turns, but I'll get a division. And then if I need that somewhere else, I can bring a detachment or something over here, even a garrison unit to hold this. And it's a port and it helps block this. So we'll say yes to that. Now, I don't know if he knows he's going to get news or not. That I'm unaware of. I think not, because we talked about that too. You know, the enemy getting free information, like, you know, when they do a pop-up. In vanilla, there's a lot of that. Oh, I get the Paris Defense Forces. This was, well, there's something I could use in the Med too. Maybe even at Mudros somewhere. Okay, we go to the Persian Gulf. Yeah, I might lose this goddamn destroyer and I can't afford it. Okay, they're gonna suffer from the winter again. You heard trains. Yeah. I didn't see him take any damage, but he might have. I'm not seeing any damage from the Austrians. We'll have to let Mike know if that happens. Maybe it happens in his turn. They're all full of 10. Okay, yeah, he still sees that because I have one here and one here. Okay, so we did get units in Bombay, and then we got another unit coming. Pro-German Borgvolt, South Africa is crushed. Well, that's huge for the Russians. Industrial, that's huge for the Russians too. They need it. They might actually lose a bunch of units. Or big push. So, if you ever still paying for this, well, we'll be for a long time paying for this. We only got 140. See, it's always grim for the Entente. You want to get this good stuff. So paying for that. Can't remember when that deploys. French Foreign Legion. Oh, Serbia weeps. Yeah, paid for the volunteer detachment. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the dilemmas of playing Entente, man. But we'll see how it goes. Now the war is widening. All right. See you guys on virtual battlefields. I am gone.